Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Hurley Kim. Today I'm sharing with you my top 5 favorite foundations that are really good for dry skin, and they are all medium to full coverage. I have tried so many different foundations that allowed me to really see which foundations are reliable and long-lasting. These 5 foundations are my holy grail foundations, which I feel confident recommending to everyone. So, let's get right on to my top 5 foundations. I'm going to start with number 5 on my list, and I specifically use this for special events because of how luxurious it is, and at the same time it just looks like second skin. This is the LAUDER Soft Fluid Foundation in the color Tan 42. The color match on this one is crazy because this is the perfect color match for my skin tone. And this one is more of a buildable coverage with a sheer finish, so you can definitely add more to your heart's content. I love foundations that are weightless and natural looking, and LAUDER is a pretty good fit for this description. This has SPF 20 and it's good for all skin types. A lot of the reviews I've read in the past is about this foundation's distinct smell. Some people hate it, some people love it, but for me, I really don't care. What I deem important is how it looks and feels on my skin. In fact, it has a very luxurious feel that blurs out your imperfections. Next on the list is the ESTEE Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. I have it in the color 3W1 Tawny. This foundation, you guys, is the oldest tried and tested foundation in my beauty haul. I have been using this since 2015, and up to this date, this foundation is still immaculate. This has SPF 10, medium to full coverage with natural matte finish, and guaranteed to hide imperfections and unifies uneven skin tone. One thing I like about this foundation is that when you are out in the sun or in warmer weather, it is transfer proof, waterproof, sweat proof, and it doesn't cake at all. This foundation is buildable and it literally stays in place when need be. One thing I don't like about this foundation though is that it doesn't have a pump, so it could get pretty messy. For number 3 on my list, it is none other than, drum roll please, the DIOR Airflash Spray Foundation, and I am using the color 321. I love this foundation not only because it has high reviews, but also because this foundation really works, and it works like magic. One downside though is that this is an aerosol and it has that distinct smell. So if you are very particular with having an aerosol scent, then this might bug you, and since this is a micro spray as well, it could get messy if you don't have the proper tools for it. This is a pretty expensive foundation, so I use this by mood, and by mood I mean whenever I feel extra bougie. This is said to be a 12-hour wear foundation, and it is water-based. So I believe this has crushed pearls in them, hence why it gives that natural poreless finished look. Next, you have probably heard about this foundation 2 years ago when everyone from the beauty community were raving about it. I personally never grew out of it, as it is still, up to this day, one of my favorites. Number 2 on my list would have to be the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I have it in the color warm beige, and I actually have a lighter color in this one too, but I do have 2 colors because sometimes I get darker, I get more tan. For this skin tone, I'm wearing the warm beige, and it has a pretty good shade range. It is a medium to full coverage foundation, and it's oil-free. So one thing I like about this foundation is that it has probably one of the best coverage among the 5. So I specifically use this whenever I'm going out for special events, and especially when I have breakout moments where I need to cover up unwanted spots in my face without looking cakey. This foundation also has a satin to natural finish, so it really gives that nice dewy look even with full coverage. Really goes so well with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer, and I have it in the color warm beige as well. Both of them combined is just heavenly. So my under eye area doesn't crease and it looks amazing. But just so you know, for For this color that I have, which is warm beige, I specifically got the same color as my foundation because I kind of like use this for spot conceal, not under eyes. But if you're planning to use it in your under eyes, make sure you get one tone lighter. So if you haven't tried these two, well, you better get a hold of this one because they are pretty amazing. And for the number one spot, I have two that are equally good. One of them is the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick, and I have it in the color Nude. This one is a cream stick foundation, so it can get thick pretty quickly. So use this in moderation and just don't get too crazy putting it all over your face. To make it last longer, I set it with the Veil Translucent Setting Powder. Overall, I love how this foundation looks on my face as it is very lightweight. The only downside is that it is a bit pricey, but in return, it is a high quality, gluten-free, vegan, as well as cruelty-free makeup. Lastly, time for the top spot is the GIORGIO Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the color 6.5. This is an all-time favorite celebrity foundation, and I kid you not, this foundation instantly makes your skin look younger and healthy looking. This has buildable coverage, very lightweight, and it gives you that natural dewy finish. So if you want to look like you're not wearing makeup and at the same time have flawless looking skin, this is no doubt the foundation you need. So those are my top 5 foundations for dry skin that gives you that dewy, healthy looking finish. Let me know in the comments section down below your own favorite foundations and how it works for you. I love you all so much, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that notification bell to be updated on my next video. Get subscribed, and I will see you on my next video. Bye. One of them is the Hourglass. Supposedly, it unifies uneven. A lot of the reviews I've read in the past is about foundations. Again.